Welcome back to the Bang Podcast. This is episode number 2. Brady's back. We just want to thank everyone for watching the first podcast. We got a lot of good feedback.
Great feedback.
Yeah. No pen on the table today, so that will be less annoying. So this is episode 2, and we have some big plans. We're on Spotify, Apple.
We're on like Pandora, or we're soon to be Twitcher. A bunch of random not many people are gonna watch on these sites, but the fact is we're listening to a ton of sites. I mean, we're getting downloads from like France.
Oh yeah,
Korea,
that was cool. We did get some downloads from like Russia,
San Francisco,
France, which is kind of cool.
But again, it's just like even when you go to the gym and you got people going up to you saying, "Hey, I like your podcast," and I have no idea who that person is. It's really nice because after one episode, we have a fan club. We will be in 10 episodes, 100 episodes, 1,000 episodes.
Wow. The possibilities
are endless. It's amazing.
The Bang Podcast is going to the moon. That's basically the point.
It is. So, let's get into our first topic of the day.
What's your first topic for today?
Well, we're going to go over NFL picks this weekend, and I would say one of us is more right than the other one.
All right, well, oh boy.
Okay.
Do you want to start?
Sure, I'll start.
Since you're gloating, you're gloating in your
we'll start off
amazing picks.
We'll start off again. I was 1 for 2. I wasn't 0 for 2, but I was 1 for 2.
I think a lot of people were shocked by Tom Brady. He was amazing.
We'll start off with that.
He was really good.
And then we'll get to the Chiefs, which he was. Whew. But I'm just gonna say, I had the Packers winning.
I did too. I had the Packers winning by like a decent amount.
I know Brady had 3 picks in the game, but second half, the guy just everywhere he goes. He's 43 years old and he's in the Super Bowl.
No, he's. I really should have admitted it earlier. He's really.
He took a 7.
He's so much better than I really thought. I used to think when he was on the Patriots it was all Belichick.
Yeah, he took a 7.
I mean, he does have a good team.
He absolutely.
His wide receiver core is fantastic.
He picked a good team.
And also, the Packers threw the ball game away. What is LaFleur doing there?
So
what is he doing?
Okay. Well, we'll start from the beginning of the game.
Okay.
Now, again, the play where I thought, wow, the Packers are screwed. We're talking about one of the worst defensive play calls I've ever seen in my life. How on earth do you let Brady throw the ball 40 yards on the field with 10 seconds left?
Kevin King was getting.
What kind of a call
he was getting
is that?
Torched.
It's an awful call. It's probably the worst defensive call of the year, besides maybe Greg Williams in New York, which is probably on purpose.
He was trying to lose.
So I'm trying to count that. But that is so bad. That and Brady had a ridiculous first half.
No, I think the first touchdown to Evans set the tone for the whole
game. Oh, it did.
That was really shocking.
Okay, so
also I have to say, Aaron Rodgers, not that good.
I'm going to be honest with you.
He was not that good.
He wasn't.
He
wasn't terrible.
Brady turned the ball over 3 times in a row, and he didn't get anything out of it. That's ridiculous.
Brady was Rodgers.
You got to score there if you want to win.
I didn't think Rodgers was terrible, but I agree. Once Brady throws he didn't have a great. People saying Brady had a great game. I don't think that's.
No, he didn't have a great game, but he did enough to put his team where he needs to win, and that's really all that's important. Like,
and if you're Aaron,
he knows how to do that.
And if you're Aaron Rodgers, you cannot. They turned the ball over 3 times, and you turn it into what? They got no touchdowns.
I know.
Now you can't do that.
Okay.
You gotta score.
And then even still, they still had a chance after that, and LaFleur decided to kick a field goal.
No, that was.
Why would you do that? You have the MVP in the league on your team, and you're kicking a field goal.
Again, I'm not defending.
Why do you do that?
I'm not.
Do you have any reason why he did that?
This is what I'll say.
First of all, was that his decision? Or was it Rodgers?
No,
I don't think
Rodgers was not happy.
Rodgers also had a chance to run the ball in, but he was too afraid to get hit.
And that's what I'm saying. He should have run that play. But
that's pathetic.
This is, again, I don't agree with the call, but the reasoning behind it was first of all, it almost worked. It wasn't for a pass interference play. They would have got the ball back.
Even if they got the ball back,
but they would have had a minute and a half.
Okay, but
I just
still need a touchdown.
I
you need a touchdown either way.
I agree.
So I don't understand why they
That makes no sense. I agree. I understand why. I understand. I disagree with it, but
I really don't even understand why.
Because
the difference between 8 points and 5 points is just a 2-point conversion.
No, I get
you don't think they could get the 2-point conversion? It's a 2-yard pass for Aaron Rodgers, the best offense in the league.
This is also my thing. So you don't trust Aaron Rodgers, the MVP, who the Packers have been one of the best teams in the entire year. So you don't trust him to get, I think it was 7 yards?
7 or 8
But you're
yards.
gonna trust him to go drive 60 yards down the field?
Yeah, really.
I
agree.
don't know.
Especially with no timeouts too, and especially after the third down play, he had a wide open lane to the end zone. He just didn't run it.
No, I
like their defense, the Bucs defense, they held well, but at the end of the day, if they went for a fourth, I think they would get that, and then I think they get the 2-point conversion too. And then I don't know, they probably go to overtime, and then they have a good chance of winning.
No, I agree. Look, I don't think. Again, Matt LaFleur
he
blew the game.
Yeah, he really did.
But
I don't know what.
But there's not. But then again, I'm not going to just.
That was just a bitch move. Like, I don't know why you don't.
But I just feel like a lot of people are putting Rodgers off the hook. I don't think he should be off the hook.
I agree. It's probably his fault too. They
game.
shouldn't have even been in that position at home because even if they did go for it, get the touchdown, then they get the 2-point conversion. You're still giving Tom Brady a minute 30 to win the game. I still think they probably would have lost.
And look, Brady is not a. Again, as we said before, he did not have a great game, but the guy knows how to win. That's what separates him from a guy
He finds a way to win.
It's a stain on Aaron Rodgers. It really is. I'm sorry.
You know who the only person you can't win against? Eli Manning. Freaking Manning.
But then, even after the game, you have Rodgers saying, like...
Oh, yeah.
Diva.
Oh, he's being such a little diva. Like, I'm not sure. My future is uncertain. I mean, what? He had one of the best offenses in the league. Like, what else does he want?
I get why he's mad with the Jordan Love thing, but you cannot... I mean, you got to the... This is what he didn't say. He was acting like, we're going to the Super Bowl. That's what we wanted the entire time. We had a home conference championship.
He should have gone to the Super Bowl. He lost to a 43-year-old.
I know. And I just don't think... I think that was it. I don't think he's ever going to have another chance. You got a lot of young.
I think with Mahomes and Allen rising now, and then in the NFC is always very strong.
No, it always is.
Some people comes out. He just doesn't seem to be able to get over the hump. That's the thing.
No, I agree.
Like I just don't think he has it anymore to get over the hump. And it's not his talent. His talent, he's like the best quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but he just can't get over like that NFC Championship, the NFC playoff game. I think it's just his attitude really needs to change.
And by the way, he'll be back next year. There's no way.
Oh yeah, their team is going to get much worse. I mean, they have A.J. Dillon coming in. They're probably going to get rid of Jones because he's going to ask for a lot of money, and they don't need him.
I agree.
He's very good though.
He's
very underrated. I think people think he's just good because they play for the pass all the time because it's Rodgers. But I think Aaron Jones is a really good running back.
I agree.
I can see him going to the Jets.
He did fumble the ball like twice.
He might go to the Jets and throw his career away.
I agree. Yeah, you're
like everyone else.
But look, I just think let's move on to the Chiefs now.
What we're moving? Okay, we can move on.
We can move on to the Chiefs.
All right, the Chiefs. I mean, what is there to say?
Well,
they slaughtered.
Look,
I was wrong.
You were wrong.
The Bills were.
All I'm gonna say is your Patrick Mahomes concussion going to affect him not so much.
Okay, fine. I was wrong. I will admit where I was.
I'll tell you. I mean, the guy is just. Even after it was 9-0 Bills, it was like it wasn't really based on the Chiefs. It wasn't based on the Bills. It was basically a bunch of special teams mistakes that put the Bills in that position.
They still suck.
Even when they were down, even when the Chiefs were down 9-7, they scored that first touchdown. I'm like,
the
way they went down the field.
Even when they were down 9-0, I was like, wait till Mahomes gets the ball back.
No, but I know. But once he went down the field, it's like, oh my god, the Bills have no chance.
I feel like the Chiefs just have another gear on their offense. Like they're just like screw around in the beginning of the game, and then they'll just be like, you know what? Okay, we'll start winning now. And then they just turn it on. Travis Kelce cannot be guarded. Cannot be guarded. I think, and there are a few people in my camp, I think Travis Kelce is the best receiver.
You can make an argument.
He cannot be covered. You could put two guys on Tyreek Hill and maybe slow him down. Travis Kelce, who's going to cover him?
Okay.
He's too fast for linebackers, and he's too big for cornerbacks.
Just look at the... Okay, I will say this about Tyreek Hill.
Oh, he's so fast. He's insane. He's so fast.
That was one of the greatest...
That move he made when he went...
That's what I'm saying. I don't think any other receiver in the entire NFL could do that play.
I think
no one is catching.
I think he's very fast, but I don't think he's as good if Mahomes isn't a quarterback.
No, I agree. But
Travis Kelce is just a monster. I don't think he can be covered whatsoever.
I just feel like Josh Allen.
Who do you think is better, Kittle or Kelce?
Kelce. I don't even think it's close.
Well, I think it's close, but Kittle is
right now. I agree. But
Kittle's very good.
I just feel like a guy like. Oh, by the way, speaking of the 49ers, if Kyle Shanahan gets Deshaun Watson or even like
you're quite formally requested for trade
Aaron Rodgers.
Well, do you think he'll go to the Jets?
Probably not.
We're kind of getting on topic here.
He'll probably go to the 49ers. I don't know. I think.
Listen,
I'll tell you what.
If he goes to the 49ers, they're going to be damn good.
Super Bowl fight
favorites. Kelce coming up. Not Super Bowl favorites.
Deshaun Watson with Kyle Shanahan and that defense.
They're not Super Bowl favorites, but their defense.
I will take them.
When Nick Bosa comes back.
Oh yeah,
and then
fantastic.
Kittle comes back.
No,
They'll be very, very
I
good.
agree.
Very good.
I agree.
They just, I don't know.
I even with the Bills,
They don't have many wide receivers,
Yeah,
Just,
Josh Allen just cannot. He was not very good either. I
Cole
thought it was
Beasley
very
had himself
disappointing.
a great
He
game.
did.
Playing with a broken.
Very underrated.
What was he playing? A broken fibula or something?
Collarbones. Yeah, it was.
That's
The guy. I just
insane.
feel like Josh Allen. Even Diggs not have a good game, and that's what
I don't even think it was Diggs' fault.
It was
I think he was
off,
just
yeah.
Allen was off.
He did not.
He was so.
He
He
has
looked
not
like
been able-
2018.
I know
He was
he's
bad.
not been able to get over the hump, and it's just. I mean, especially the year he had, it's just tough to end like that.
Yes,
but
it is. I think he just kind of choked. To be
No, I
honest.
agree.
He reverted back to like his old like low completion percentage, and you didn't predict that. I'll give it to you.
Yes.
You said this was all over facade. His completion percentage is like 75% this year, which is great.
No.
But you were like, it's gonna go back to like 65
No,
or
yeah.
something, 60.
I still
Because
think
that's
so.
how it was. No, I think next year he's gonna be really, really good.
I agree. No, I think he'll be good again.
I think he can make a run for the MVP award.
Okay, last thing on this topic. If the Jets get Watson, what's the record next year?
8-8.
I can take this into account.
Do you think they make the
Texans
playoffs?
was 5-0.
8-8. Do you think they make the playoffs?
No, because the Dolphins went 10-6 this year and they make the playoffs.
That's
But
right.
it's what I'm
The
saying.
Dolphins are really
They
good.
sent like the Watsons and the Texans and went 5-0.
I'll tell you this. He said he wants to go to the Dolphins too. That's like one of his destinations, Miami. If he goes to the Dolphins and they give Tua to Houston,
So
what do
I'm
you think
saying,
their record
this
is?
what I'm saying.
I think the Miami Dolphins with Deshaun Watson will be. They might make the Super Bowl.
Last night,
They might make the Super Bowl.
just an
Their
idea.
team is very, very good. 11-4. I can see them.
Win-win trade. Jacksonville give the Texans #1 pick, and the Texans give Jacksonville Watson.
They
So
still
Trevor
suck.
Lawrence
They
gets
still
the
suck
Texans.
though.
No,
The
I know.
Jaguars
But,
still suck.
no, you're right. Okay. Well,
All right, what do we have next? Oh,
well,
it's a sad day.
it's a
for
sad
the
day.
Bronx
It
today.
really is. Just to start off,
This is
Masahiro Tanaka,
I can't even talk.
one of
about
my
this.
favorite Yankees. I mean, I think he'll go down as one of the most underrated Yankees in recent memory.
It's brutal.
The
This
guy,
is brutal.
again, he wasn't great this year in the postseason, but again, he signed with
He's a
Japan.
horse in the postseason.
I hope they keep bring him back. I know why they didn't. He wanted a lot of money, but the guy was just when he needed a guy to go for you, he was the guy.
Yeah, you could trust him for like 2 runs in 6 innings. That's
ALDS
all you
Game
need.
5, 2017.
He was
He won
great,
7
dude.
scoreless
He was so great.
against the Astros.
And I
Game 5.
liked him too.
He was great. He was a horse, and I had complete trust in him. And
Really
it's a big miss. It's going to be a big
miss.
loss.
It is
and
a big miss. I mean,
he's such a good
who's he going? He's
pitcher
going
to watch.
to Japan.
Rackets. He's the same team as with the last time. Good for them, bro. They must
Japan must be throwing parties.
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, good for,
he's
he's going to be
he's
ridiculous.
like the
next year.
pride and joy of Japan.
I believe it's a
baseball.
1-year deal, so you know what? Pitches well, maybe he comes back again. That's a shame.
No, I don't see him coming back. From them. Not to the
He's a good
Yankees,
pitcher.
at least.
It's just
I
so
can see him
tough.
going
I
to
wish
the
he
West,
would have
like
gotten
to
the
the
championship.
Yankees or
That guy deserved the championship. That guy was nothing but complete class, and
I
it's
like
going to be a
him
big
too.
loss. But, I mean, one of the guys I replaced him with,
I mean, I don't think it's very close.
look, no, I agree.
Jameson Taillon or
Jameson Taillon.
whatever happened to the deal with what's his name? The guy from Toronto.
No.
What happened to him?
Nothing happened. It was like,
What's his name? Taiwan Walker. Taiwan
yeah, he's
Walker.
not that good anyway. But you have a guy like, I'm just shocked because I'm just surprised the trade went down. They didn't really give up that much for him.
Oh, do you know what also I was surprised about? Adam Ottavino. Trading him to Boston? I kind of like him. He's been bad.
No, you
The last like 2 years he's been bad, but his stuff when he's on is like so.
No, but it's no, I agree, but it's just gonna be so annoying this summer when Ottavino is like carving up.
Yeah, I know.
the
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
my God, no, we get him
Is their bullpen even going to be good at this point? Let's just look
They
at
picked,
this.
they picked up Darren O'Day. I like that
Oh, yeah, he's
trade.
pretty
Good
He's
pickup.
old. He's old.
Good, but I don't hate that pickup
I
at
don't know.
all.
He's a submarine guy, right?
Yes, I mean it's surprising. It's usually not their MO.
Yeah, that is pretty
But
cool.
I think Taillon, 2 Tommy John surgeries.
He's coming from the Pirates, right?
Yes, Fender's.
He used to be
cool, though.
very good.
No, I think he has
Before
high
he got
upside.
injured.
Again, that's the thing though. The Yankees have a lot of guys who are low risk but a ton of upside. Kluber, Taillon.
Okay, so let's
You
go
said
through
Severino.
their starting pitching lineup.
Okay, so the Yankees
They're
as of
cool,
now.
obviously.
Severino at some
course.
point, so I'm going to count him in this scenario.
When will you do that? Because I don't really
I think
know.
May around.
Oh, that's fine.
Cole, Kluber, Severino.
If we did Tanaka, we
Who am I missing? Who the 4th starter?
Paxton?
Oh, Taillon.
Are they signing Paxton?
I doubt it. No, he wants too much money. Taillon, and then they have a ton of options for the 5th starter. Garcia, Herman.
Herman. What's happening to
He's
Herman?
not that good.
He's very good.
They have a ton of options
I
for
mean, he
the 5th
did
starter
his
spot.
wife, but he's very, very good.
They have a ton of options for the 5th starter spot, and I'm sure one of those guys will rise up. thinking it's Garcia, but it wouldn't shock me if it's like a Clark Schmidt character or one of those people. But he was
I think it'll be David.
Yeah, I agree. He has good stuff.
When do you think they're gonna call up that guy, Jason Dominguez? 2 years. He's 16.
A year or two. I could see. I would
He's crazy.
being used as a trade chip. If the Yankees need if the Yankees need this,
dude, he's the next Mike Trout. They're not trading that guy. Maybe they trade him for Trevor Bauer. That's about it.
Oh.
After he goes to the Mets.
Yeah, I think he'll go to the Mets, but
I think so too.
it's just so tough because I think the Mets are going to be. By the way, I mean
the Mets might be the team in New York for next year. The next 10 years maybe.
Okay, let's relax.
The next 5.
I will say this about the Mets though. Just moving on, good transition to another topic.
Oh, Steve Cohen.
Steve Cohen. I think it's very interesting. How ironic would it be? GameStop is killing the Mets owner, Steve Cohen, who is a hedge fund owner.
Yes.
Well,
So
now the fact that...
Can I explain it?
Yes.
So right now, for all the business people in the room, we have a big issue in the stock world, which is there's a lot of hedge fund people, rich billionaires.
Steve Cohen, Mets owner.
Yeah, Steve Cohen, Mets
Great
owner,
example.
scumbag. Anyway.
Pretty funny guy, but yeah.
Anyway, yes. Anyway, there's a bunch of hedge fund people who said they bet on GameStop and what else was there?
Nokia.
Yeah,
AMC.
AMC. They all had money basically that they would go out of business. So people on Reddit saw this and they were like, "That's a childhood companies.
No.
We're not gonna let them go out of business." So they started buying up the stock. And so the stock has risen 300% in the last 2 days.
I believe it went down today.
It probably went down today because it's gonna unfold. But basically now Robinhood has stopped letting people buy AMC and GameStop.
Republicans want their free market, right? But you're gonna do that.
Okay, well.
But
yeah, this is a big issue because it's basically united politics. AOC and Ted Cruz both agreeing.
Well, Ted Cruz can keep it to myself. But no, but look, even Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, I know they're all uniting over the fact that this is wrong. Robinhood is losing a ton of followers,
and it's so unfortunate that of course
Portnoy is destroying.
It's just so
Portnoy
unfortunate.
is going off.
It's so unfortunate to see these rich people with 5 boats getting bailed out.
Wow. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And it's just I would say this. It was a nice thought last night, thinking of, wow, how ironic would it be if these Reddit users end up destroying the Mets?
You know what? I love to see it. I actually really like to see
that
it.
Would be the most Mets thing
technically,
ever.
It's really not supposed to happen what they did, but the fact that it could happen really shows that the billionaires and the hedge fund people don't control everything.
Yes, but it seems like they do.
The people can control it on internet whenever they want.
I also don't like how they were.
It's not really supposed to be like that.
Biden's first secretary gave a press conference today, and she basically was referring all of her question to the SEC. I don't know. I didn't like that because I think that you should be more
transparent.
More transparent about it.
Oh,
but again, by the way, do you see the Texans coach was they've hired?
Oh yeah,
David
who is this guy? What a rando.
Maybe to appease Deshaun, they gave him it was a minority figure, which is good, but considering it's been a big issue the last.
Really, just because he's a minority figure qualifies him to be the coach?
Well, no, but the point is,
I've never heard of the guy.
I've never either. But the point is, I think that it's a good. It's just not going to matter. He's 65 years old, which is...
Wait, is he really?
No, because I think it's interesting, because you have a lot of guys who are... lately it's been higher the young... It's been throughout the league now. It's been higher.
Yeah, I know.
Matt Rule...
LaFleur. Loser LaFleur.
And it's just... A lot of these coaches now tend to be... And one of the guys that should have got a job that... Weed speculation is Eric Bieniemy should have gotten a job.
Oh yeah, he's good, but isn't he?
And that's what Deshaun wanted. I think that's why he did not.
That's your question, true.
Yes, he's 5'7" though. Jesus, Eric Bieniemy.
Oh really? Well, I feel for JJ Watt because
I think he's out. The Texans are going to be abysmal next year.
Oh,
because I think Watt's out. I think
Watt's fans are just going to overthrow. They had a nice run where they could have won a Super Bowl.
Bill O'Brien screwed them though. You should not have traded DeAndre Hopkins for nothing.
That is so stupid.
Yeah.
That is so stupid.
No, I know. But again, just I'll talk about it for a minute, but I just think that it's just so unfortunate because it was really nice, and I get why they have to bail out, but the fact that
we're gonna do this again.
yeah, I just to finish that. I just think it's so ridiculous how it's a bad once again another bad look about why these again it's like the rich man stepping over the poor person every single time. It's not like this is the reason why because a lot of the people making money off GameStop because like a lot of people like hedge fund owners like Steve Cohen bet against GameStop.
Yeah, I know.
And he lost probably millions of dollars yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And it's been a rough few weeks with the Mets considering their last GM was just sacked because
sexual harassment.
Sexting. No, he was texting 66 unanswered texts. Sent some defamatory pictures. Again, typical Mets. Pretty hilarious. I didn't have a laugh when I saw that. Jeff Passan. Oh, by the way, Jeff Passan. He was on. I wonder what the story is, but he was on.
I don't like that guy.
I don't either, but he knows the shit. He was on Pat McAfee, I think, and he basically said, "You guys gotta have me on next week," and then they're like, "Oh, Super Bowl week," and he's like, "Trust me, you'll want me on."
Oh,
and I'm like, "Whoa!"
Foreshadowing.
So speculation. I see speculation.
Trevor Bauer?
No, I don't think it'll be that. I think it's because I think he's like it's gonna be like a corporation story, like one of those things. I see a bunch of Twitter speculation, like it might be about Hal selling the Yankees, but that'll never happen. If Steinbrenner sell the Yankees, no way. I agree. I'd be shocked if that happens. But I will say this though.
Do you have a little weatherman action here? I mean, a little prediction?
Looks like we might have some snow.
He's a part-time weatherman
area, Long Island area.
How much snow are you predicting? And when?
Too close to tell, but
a
very big range right now. I would say it'll be a long event, Sunday into Tuesday.
Sunday, a 2-day snow?
Yes, it'll be a very long storm.
Dude.
Sunday into Tuesday. Oh, Sunday night into Tuesday morning.
Mm-hmm.
You could see. Again, it's just so tough. But you'll get at least like 3 inches, up to like 17.
What?
No,
what weatherman are you?
It's a prediction.
3 to 17 inches.
It's too far out. But I can guarantee you at least 3. I'll guarantee. We'll get at least 3 inches.
You'll guarantee it.
There'll be some
on camera. You will guarantee.
I'll guarantee
3.
it.
Will you guarantee over 10?
No, that's like there's like a 30%.
So then stop getting people's hopes up.
Well,
put the radar away.
But there's 3 inches. But there will be a snow event. That's about guaranteed.
Okay.
How much? We'll let you know on Sunday.
Okay.
So you guys will find out. I saw your fucking window.
Okay, so are we done?
I think so.
All right.
Okay, so that's a wrap for us today. We hope you like this episode, and again, continue to download our podcast.
Yes, please. And give us feedback too. I think we're gonna start putting up some what are those polls on Instagram?
Yes.
So we'll put up some polls maybe this week, and you guys could write in what you want us to talk about, and maybe we'll talk about it for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So again, we were on, as you said before, Apple, Spotify.
Does it work when you look at? Because I tried looking it up on Apple and Spotify, and they both.
You have to get more download.
That's why we just need more download.
That's why I've been putting the links within our social media, just because it's more accessible. Yeah. But again, YouTube, I can put in the Bang podcast on YouTube. You will be able to see it. Yeah. But Apple and Spotify, not yet. That's why I've been putting it on social media. Yeah. So if you see it on social medias, just download it so we can get up and hopefully get sponsors and eventually expand. So
and our boy Kyle, trying to secure our boy Kyle.
We'll see about that.
Okay. Also, so basically, if you download it and you watch more, give us more downloads. As we grow in popularity, I think we're gonna start expanding. So if you're bored by sports and politics, we're gonna do more segments that are
pop culture.
Yeah, pop culture. We're gonna as we expand.
So that's about it for us.
Thanks, good idea.
Okay, so thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Yes, thank you. Goodbye.